My name is Antarius Evans. I was born on Saturday, October the 17th, 1981. It was a Sweeties Day, from what I was told. But then if I go back and look, yeah, it was indeed Sweeties Day. So I'm a Sweeties Day baby, which that's a holiday that I don't celebrate because it's my birthday. Um, in this photo, I remember I was about 3 years old and I just received a really terrible haircut from my grandmother, who's not a barber, that I might add. So myself and my brother are sitting on the stoop on the side of the house that we lived in when I was a young kid. And I remember looking in the mirror and I saw that this haircut was incredibly horrible. So we just cried and cried and cried and cried because our hair had been butchered. So my grandmother gave us both a bag of candy. Like, it was a nice bag of candy. It was full of all of the great stuff that would make your teeth rot. And so we just sat there and we ate this candy. And it took away the worries of how horrible this haircut was that we had just received from her. I can't remember a time that, looking at this photo, that me and my grandmother were ever separated. We have a lot of commonalities, such as our love for Christmas. Christmas was our time of the year. So the reason that she loved Christmas so much is the reason that I too now love Christmas so much. Along with a lot of other things that she and I shared. We also share our love and affection for dogs, small dogs to be exact, and our love for doing hair. But subconsciously, I look back now and realize that by me watching her work tirelessly has resulted in who I've actually become. I have embodied her in a sense to where my work ethic is impeccable. I can go from working my regular 9 to 5 as a police officer and then come home and jump right into my business, which is Tamed by Tay, which evolved. Sure, it evolved. Well, it was always there, but it really evolved into my image and not hers. Even though it mirrors hers, it's not quite hers. Um, and looking back then, I didn't really understand. Even when I first started out um, doing hair, she would always hover over me and tell me, "You're not doing this right. You're not doing this right." And I would get so frustrated with her. Like, would you just leave me alone? Let me do what it is that I want to do. But that was nothing more than her seeing the talent that I did have, the raw, uncut talent that I had. That was nothing more than her just making sure that I horned in on my craft and constantly worked toward becoming a better hairstylist if that was something that I truly wanted to do. I didn't really understand it at the time, nor did I appreciate it because I was really headstrong and bullheaded and wanted to do things my way. But overall, I appreciate that tutelage that she gave because it did work, it did help, and that has what has been the driving force today, yesterday, and maybe last week. So anytime that I'm in my zone and doing something, I always think of her and how she was always on me to never stop, never give up, and always practice to become better than you was yesterday.